Yeah, welcome, Cappy. My character is, well, myself. I'm playing Travis Walker of Arcadia, a mutant who went basically he was experimented on by the government, and they injected him with a serum that, well, stopped him from aging. Therefore, he has lived for about 500 years, and yeah, he's been literally wandering ever since. Man, oh man, Cappy fucking up our stream. Right.
And his name.
And his name.
I'm trying to remember. That's why I'm getting real trying. I can't remember his damn name.
Oh wow, Finn, you're gonna hate me.
I know I'm fucking ass for forgetting his name. Hang on.
I'll love you. What happened?
Discord wasn't projecting sound.
Oops.
I got it fixed now.
Wow, really, dude?
Hey, fuck off, Cappy. It's fucking
Cappy, you have
12:04.
no room to talk. Anyways,
I never
on
talked
topic.
about this.
On topic.
Let me start over then. Alright, so in 2017, elves were discovered in the rainforest, and this started the awakening of the demi-humans. By 2018, humanity was at war with the demi-humans. And eventually we used nuclear weapons, nuking the world several times over. This woke up the demons, vampires, various evil things in the night, and they waged war on humanity, utterly destroying us. It is 500 years in the future, and humanity has been reduced to 1/5 of its population, and demi-humans even less than that. The creatures of the night rule it, and everybody is in fear of them. Where we last left off when we started this story, we had a few characters in New Baton Rouge who did a quest. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm good. Everybody heard mine.
Okay.
My character is Talawa. She's a merfolk. She seems a little bit of the sneaky, shifty sort.
Go ahead, Cappy.
I am Kyle Ramis. My character is a human who wears priestly garments under his armor. You can see the priest collar kind of sticking out the top of his chest armor. He I had a notebook there with his information on it, but I can't seem to find it. But anyway, he helps people the best he can. He weapon-wise, he carries a mace, and not really sure what else to say about him at the moment.
That's fine. All right. I will be playing Emerald Crescent Fang,
Hello.
a Fear Hunter. Hello, Kyle.
Be right back, guys.
All right.
Who dual wields an axe and sword. I will also be your storyteller, Finn DM, for these adventures. So then, where our players had left off, they were in New Baton Rouge, where children had been disappearing in the night. They ventured through a crypt and found the bodies of a bunch of dead children, and eventually found their way to some cultists and undead that they ended up dealing with. They returned to New Baton Rouge to tell the people what had happened to their children so that they could go mourn. When the town was attacked at night by a group of whites and wraiths, the party managed to overcome this challenge, and now it is the day after that. Who is opening something over the mic? Of course it's... So, who wants to go first for who's heading to New Baton Rouge first, Devil or Kyle?
A volunteer devil, because I'm still getting set up right now.
Understood.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So just introduce my character, what he looks like.
You can do that for me, and if you want, send me a little background to help me get you introduced to why you're coming here. Just something short. But yeah, go ahead and describe yourself, good old Zach. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun.
So yeah, Zach is kind of a rather handsome man. He's about 6 foot tall and white hair. Wears a dark leather trench coat and has a shotgun by his side. But other than that, he's pretty ordinary for a guy. So he's probably on the way to the area because, well, he's a monster hunter. He tries to do what he can to deal with things and looking for work.
Alright, so you're one of the Umbra Stalkers. Got it. So, you've heard reports of the children disappearing in New Baton Rouge and decided to come check it out, Zach.
Oh, the children.
Not the children!
Alright. Ugh.
You've just crossed the bridge over the black irradiated swamp.
Okay. Is that just him, or is this all of us?
This is him, because we're already here.
Okay, gotcha.
Remember, we actually already did the quest for the children. He's a day late.
Ah, gotcha. That's right. It's all coming back.
Well, it has been a bit since we actually did it, so not remembering fully as expected.
Indeed, that's why I did a recap.
Mm-hmm.
So, Devil, you can see your token, right?
Actually, I couldn't. For some reason, Roll20 had me the only person in the map. There we go. Now I can see it. Ah, so that's the bridge, I take it?
Yep.
Alright, well, I'd wander into town and start asking about the, children.
Alright, so it's a pretty rickety, thrown together town. Population of maybe 50 people. And that would be sparing.
Where are we at again, Finn?
You are in New Baton Rouge.
No. I'm sorry. I meant, like, what's the time of day? Where would we?
It is the morning right now.
Okay. Well, you can find me more than likely in the current canteen. You know, after all, when you're my age, who cares if you get drunk early?
That's right. But indeed, you would find my character there as well.
I'm gonna say my character would be taking a long, luxurious bath because I'm not sure that we've seen any water for quite a while.
So Laura bathes.
Well, there is the swamp water for a New Baton Rouge.
Yep, there is the swamp water.
That's okay. I'll stick to a clean bath, thank you.
It was good enough when you lived in it.
Do they really live in swamp water though? I thought
Yeah,
that there's some. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm probably hanging out in the swamp, to be honest. If that's what I grew up in, that's what I'm used to, then yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll move you off into the swamp. Devil, a small retcon as you're crossing the bridge, you notice a woman swimming around in the swamp.
Should I save her? She
You
doesn't
do
seem to
wonder
be in
that,
trouble.
considering you know the radiation damage that would happen if you went into there.
Well,
That
good.
doesn't seem entirely happy.
Yeah.
Healthy.
It doesn't seem entirely accurate. But we'll roll with it.
We'll figure it out later.
So, in this world, radiation now travels through water.
Bad radiation. We're
Bad
going by that
radiation.
Kyle bitch that it was 500 years later and there was still radiation, so...
Well, yeah, there would still be radiation, but water actually slows it down.
Right. It wouldn't be nearly as toxic, or I guess you could say. It wouldn't be like It'd be more like Chernobyl.
Well, keep in mind, the only reason Chernobyl is the way that it is because they have, I don't know, several feet of concrete and fucking lead around the motherfucker.
That's true.
But alright,
But that's beside the point. Hello, Mind Fear.
God damn it.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, well, just roll with it. He is reincarnate. That's all I'll say.
You suck so much ass.
I know.
That's exactly how we lost those first set of viewers.
I wonder how we can tell if anybody's watching or listening to us.
So,
We can't, Captain.
I assume you're heading to the canteen if you're looking for information?
How many people are in the cantina
Currently,
at 9 in the morning? Other than me.
Other than you, the typical Umbra Stalker vendors and things like that. Because
Okay.
remember, Tavern's the only place open at night. That's where Umbra Stalkers do most of their business.
Also, it's post-apocalyptic. You know,
That's true.
everybody's at a
probably
bar.
Yeah, there probably wouldn't be a lot of other like gathering points. It's not like they can head to the local mall and have a little shopping spree or something.
Hey, I seen Day of the Dead. They could totally do that.
Oh shit.
Zach would walk into the tavern and look around and start asking questions about the children. I heard there's a job in town, missing children or something.
I look over to what was your character's name again, Finn?
Everald.
Everold. Type it out. No, anyway, I look over to him and say, "This guy here for the children. You're a day late and a dollar short, pal."
Oh, lovely. That just
Very
means
true.
there's more time to party.
Thank you. Excuse me. All right. So while I'm sitting there having a drink, I am going to listen to all the other Umbra Hulk vendors and whatnot. Just the Umbra Hulks in general. Basically see if I can't learn anything.
All right, so you said you're listening to the other
Yeah, see if I can't pick
Umbra
up any.
Stalkers.
See if I can't pick up any rumors or anything of the nature.
All right.
Now I'm gonna
I
say
actually believe it's a perception for that trap.
Are
I'm
you
gonna say
sure
that
about that?
Used for listening, paying attention. Because you're
Information.
trying to listen, right?
Yeah, but I'm also trying to gain information from an external source.
All right, give me the perception for the listening and then give me the learning for that. Or I'll keep your learning, but roll the perception as well. Go ahead, Laura. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm going to say that I conveniently decided to end my swimming session and join my little group at the tavern.
Okay.
All right. So I look over at you, Travis. It seems our next hint, if we want to put an end to this, will lead us to Neo New Orleans.
Oh boy. I thought the French retreated. Yeah. I just kind of chuckle to myself, realizing that they couldn't possibly know that joke. Like,
Yep. I was about to say I'm looking at you
Fuck.
oddly because I don't really know who the French are.
Yeah, I'd be a little confused by that comment myself.
We're not here.
Oh, I thought we were all
Actually,
together. Never mind.
if
You can come here.
if memory serves correctly, I don't actually believe you guys know my age.
I think you mentioned it once at the end.
Are you sure? Because that's my secret.
Yeah, I can.
And
Yeah,
possibly-
you got pissed off because the villagers were freaking out.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. That's right. So, all right. I suppose I'll look to everybody, say, well, I'm off to New Orleans. Kind of.
Travis, I won't say Neo, bitches.
Yeah, that's right. I fought for freedom, but that was a time. But that was a time ago.
We're
As
calling it New Orleans. That's an interesting name, I guess.
No, that's not what it's called,
That's,
Cap.
that's not what it's
Oh,
called,
I'm
Cappy,
saying.
but that's what I called it.
I mean, it's what it translates to, but
Probably. But either way, at 9 in the morning, Travis is probably drunk. Yeah, it's the same game, Elsie.
told her it was the same game.
Probably just thinks I'm off to fuck all the bitches.
Well, if only there was some hunter from a hunter family to win his heart. Alright. So I'm gonna look over at you, Zach. You look like you do this normally.
I do what I can.
Care for a job worth doing?
Let me ask a couple things. Is there booze involved?
I point over to Travis.
Don't look at mine. Get your own. Scumweed.
Okay. Well, the next question is, do I get a kill shit?
Have you looked around us?
Where do
Of
you
course.
hail from?
And I get paid doing it. I'm not seeing the downside here.
Then I'm not understanding the delay in joining us.
I'd like to know as well, where do you hail from?
Little place northwest of here. It's a quaint little place. I'm sure you've heard of it. Probably.
You haven't told us the name.
I haven't, have I? Okay.
He looks like a Californian.
I read about that place in one of the ancient texts in sunken New Orleans.
No. That day they were still something. I don't know which one's worse. Today's day and age of California. Or that damn place. Mm.
Oy.
Everald tilts his head some, not understanding Trav's homophobia and such.
Hey, who mentioned anything about that, Finn? Keep in mind, I'm very conservative. That is not a very conservative place.
Either way, I don't understand your comment.
That's true.
I think he's trying to say better dead than red.
All right. So it sounds like you're agreeing to come with us, Neville.
Why not? Sounds like a job for Zach.
I pound down the rest of my booze, and I'll get up, pulling a Coyote Brown backpack. Laid over it is a ballistic desert tan ballistic vest, and on the strap to the side of the backpack is a Kevlar, basically a ballistic helmet. And I go ahead and slip on the ballistic vest.
Alright. I'll stand up from the bar as well and start stretching some.
I hop off my bar stool and kind of impatiently move around.
We're going to have to go to the church.
Yeah.
Take me to church.
I still feel like I'm gonna get struck by lightning every time I walk in.
Oh, you too.
If only we could be so lucky.
I'm wondering if that's where we're gonna end up meeting up with my character. Oh, there's Tom.
Hmm?
Where is your character?
I can't remember where he was last left.
You
I'm
went
trying to
to the
remember.
church.
No,
You're a
okay, I thought it was the church.
You are a Catholic priest. You
Oh,
went to
that's
the church.
right.
Yeah, I would.
He
Yeah, I think I remember
voice.
saying he was going to the church.
If you did, we did not hear you, good sir.
Oh God.
I mean,
he's a
before we
Catholic.
stopped playing before, and I said I think. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Hey,
It is
look,
what
it's
it is.
me.
Do I got a conference? I can't remember. I don't even made a picture for me.
Yeah, you're just to the north of us, Cappy.
Got control of it.
Do not.
Let's
Oh,
see
there you go.
this-
Cool.
While we do this.
And he got on chainmail. Yeah, exactly what he's wearing. Nice.
So, Cappy's in the church, which I do not have a nice detailed map for.
That's okay. Everybody can see your detailed map.
It's a church. Nobody cares about detailed maps.
That's okay. I come up to the door, and I ponder myself for a minute, and if anybody's looking, I just get this evil-looking smile. Like, I always wondered if it's true. And I'm going to hold my hands out, or both hands together, kind of like a cup, and begin to create water. Or try to. Like,
Alright. So, Trav, you go to try to create water. And instead, end up creating an acid in your hands.
I am
It doesn't
definitely not
damage
going
you.
in.
It doesn't damage you, but as you drop it on the ground, it starts burning stuff.
Oh, well, I definitely dropped it on the ground. You know, sensing that it wasn't the exact makeup of what I wanted to create in the first place. I'm like, I knew this place was evil. I'm gonna stay right here. You guys
But
can fill me
Trav,
in.
as it burns down into the ground, it hits a vein of water, and water comes up through the hole.
Oh, that's okay. It defeats the purpose.
Would I hear a commotion going on outside?
Oh,
Why
actually,
would you hear this?
I didn't think I would, because there wasn't much of one, so okay.
yeah. Yep. So I definitely looked to Everland and the rest of the groups like, I'm stay right here. I'll keep watch. I don't trust this place as far as I can throw it. Last I checked, I can't pick up buildings.
I suppose we'll have to go in and get some work done then.
If you need me, you know where I am.
Everil walks into the church hesitantly.
As I hear people walking in their church, I turn around and give them a nod. Welcome. And upon realizing I thought I'd traveled with, I just kind of smile a bit. Ah, welcome, friends. How have things been since we parted ways?
You mean the night?
That's what I'm in that. I also go longer than that.
To him, a drunk priest time is indifferent.
Are there any
He's not
children
drunk.
around?
There are, Trav.
Goddamn. I know.
Already, already, I'm thinking of the lines I could use.
Let's not develop what I think it is.
I had a lovely swim this morning. What have you been up to?
Wait a second. Aren't you the girl I saw in the swamp?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Gonna stand a few feet further away from her.
Yeah, be careful in the wild. I don't know if it's still too good to be swimming in. Although, I guess if you have to, you have to, but I still be cautious.
Like I said, I don't know what he's talking about.
Either way, will you be joining us to Neo New Orleans?
Of course.
Do you have preparations to make?
Very well. While you are making your preparations, I shall make sure I have everything in order before it is time for us to go.
I don't think he understands that was a question.
Well, you know, the religious. I don't know
Oh, you asked me if
exactly
I
how
have
intelligent they are.
I don't have many preparations. I have most of what I need on me already.
Good, then you're ready to travel.
And I am impatient to be off.
With that, I leave the church.
Me
Anybody
too.
leaving the church, I follow them out.
Yep. As I'm leaving, I'm kind of ushering some of the kids to get away, quick.
Goddamn.
I see as I kind of raise her brow. Do you have something against children going to the church?
Oh no, oh no. I just have an issue with them being around you. It's nothing personal. In fact, it might even be me in my senile years.
I mean, nothing against kids going to church. Problem with church coming to kids.
Clearly, you have things in your past that need resolving.
Well,
Children couldn't be safer inside the church.
well, the word of God is not for me. Keep it to yourself. I storm off.
I do not preach to those who do not wish to hear it.
Oh.
Slawa runs around in circles impatiently, like kind of like just goofing off.
Yeah,
That poor fellow.
I've already started storming off towards the damn going the way we need to go.
I look toward the others. That poor fellow. What could possibly have happened to him in the past to make him hate God so much?
I do not know. I do not understand your religions.
The way he acts, you'd think we demanded devotion or something. That is not it.
Either way, it's time to travel. If your mission really is to do the better good, you're coming with, right?
Of course. And I made sure to pick up my weapon and shield as I left, because those are the things he had to gather. He doesn't carry around in the church.
Does anybody gather any food? Because you will need to eat. This is a good distance travel, I believe, a week. So I'm gonna
Yes,
check my
I would
notes
gather
really
some
quick.
food and supplies as well. I can't carry enough I don't know if I can carry enough to feed everybody, but I'd take what I could carry without it weighing me down or overburdening me.
I just create some. Just around each meal time or whatnot, I'll hold out my hand, one hand in the form of a cup, and will some rice to appear, or will some rice to form, and I snack on it as I go. And I also create drink from drink as well. And of course, I'll share with anybody who needs some. But
All right. So it sounds like you guys got what you needed if you needed it.
Yep.
All right, to the swamp. Get ready, Kyle. You're going to be introducing yourself soon.
Okay.
I do find it pretty cool we managed to gather a big group for this game. That's nice.
All right.
I think
welcome.
I think my token needs light or sight or something.
Yeah, I just got big black backs too. I'm guessing he's still working on something with the map. Would that be correct, Finn?
so I'm gonna go ahead and presume it is dark outside.
1 second, fixing it.
Right on.
Were those 2 rolls you did for boons or something? Just...
Yes. Yes, they were.
Okay.
In fact,
Because you
I'm
said
gonna
that
do another one.
So the other kind of rolls that I had seen before don't usually have the success thing down there. Usually it's just that roll.
I know, because I learned some shit.
Can you see now, guys?
I still got a black box. Let me zoom in and see if maybe I just need to zoom in here. No. Yeah, it's just when they ping the map, but I see just a black box still.
All right. See now?
There
Yep.
you go.
Oh, that looks pretty cool.
Welcome to the irradiated swamps.
Because the fact this game reminds me of Fall, it might end up being one of my more favorite games.
Alright. I'll go ahead and step forward and begin looking around. Looking for any dangers that may lurk. Would hate to be mauled by one of those pesky mutant alligators.
Yeah, the minute we got into the swamp, I'd have my shield out and my mace in my hand, just to be ready. World being what it is, you can't go without being. What the fuck is without being ready? What the fuck is that? And trying to finish the thought, and that thing popped up out of nowhere.
I was gonna ask before you pop that thing in, can I go ahead and make a perception?
By the way, I am coming in invisible.
Oh, that's Kyle's character. I thought it was enemy or something.
You will do no such thing.
I do. I'm apparently still very salty.
About what? Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna do a perception as well.
You go perceiving, and you're looking around the swamp.
More not. Yeah, I'm just kind of walking, making it look like I'm looking around, looking for just anything obvious. But in reality, I'm still so angry that I've just kind of been thinking about it, stewing over it in my head the whole time.
I must
And
be
in
more
your
focused looking
anger,
for
you don't
dangers.
notice a branch in the tall grass, and you end up tripping and falling into somebody invisible, knocking them into the swamp.
Damn.
Whoa. God damn it! I get up and I basically fly into a frenzy. What the fuck?
I raise up my mace like, what the hell is going on?
Yep. I got my fist bowed down to my sides. Just basically getting ready for. Basically thinking to myself, because I'm so angry, just gonna get ready to start beating the shit out of a fucking tree or shrub or something. Not fully realize that I've knocked into somebody invisible.
So, Kyle, you've been knocked into the irradiated swamp.
Oh, well.
I crawl out as fast as I can.
Okay, so hearing that there's now there's something, clearly something in the water. I would like to. All right, at this point, I'll say, there's something in the guys. There's something in the water.
All right.
Let's kick it.
You think
I
the
just
big
might-
old splat? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So I disengage the invisibility and I raise my hands up. Hold.
Yeah. At this point, as soon as that invisibility comes down, I reach down for my pistol and pull it out.
I have my hands up.
Yeah, when I see that he has his hands up, I step in front of Trash character. Hold.
You're way the
Yeah,
So
fuck.
step in front of Trav's character.
You're
Seriously,
way the
guys.
fuck
Look
back
where you are
there.
on the map.
Yeah.
Are things always this interesting with your group?
I'm not that far from Trav's character. I could actually move a step in front of him.
Well, I mean, I just met them 2 nights ago. They were very useful in dispatching of the monsters.
Calming down for it takes a good couple seconds while the priest is on his way to try and intervene. I sit down. I back off. Catch my head a little bit. I don't holster my pistol, but I do point it down slightly, so it's not directed at him at this point.
I'd be okay with that. I mean, that probably so dangerous in the swamp. He's not gonna complain at his shoulder on.
I fucking mean mugged the shit out of the priest.
Oh well. He
It's
just
like-
kind of ignores it and looks back at Corvus, I guess is his name.
We
Well,
don't know his
you don't
name
know
yet.
that.
I know. I'm just saying that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah. So the man in black.
Go ahead and describe yourself now, Kyle.
All right. So, I am fully clad in armor, and there's not a bit of skin that's showing right now.
What kind of
But
armor?
from a,
I'm trying
it
to
looks,
picture.
it's essentially like a coat with a kind of material that you haven't quite seen before, but on the actual chest you can see that there is some kind of Kevlar base.
Oh, I am wearing Kevlar, so
Right.
okay.
And he's wearing a helmet with integrated goggles as well as a face mask.
Oh, okay, I got you.
At this point, anybody who sees him may make a learning.
Not today. That's 15 ain't that bad.
All right. So, anybody who beat a 15 has heard of New Babel.
New Babel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is a city that somehow managed to keep technologically savvy through the apocalypse.
Oh. Okay. Like, well. He holsters his no, excuse me, I holster my gun at this point. And it seems to me I've never seen clothes such as yours, or at least technology like that in a very, very long time. Hey, where do you come from?
Just a wanderer.
Hmm.
I I received notice that there were some problems going on in the area. I'm an Umbra hunter, and when I was heading towards the town, I came across your group, and I was trying to assess if you were friendly or not. And unfortunately, one of your members bumped into me, and I didn't get a chance to better present myself.
That's me, you fool.
He clearly saw nothing while you did it. He will die out here in the wild.
He's made it this long.
I mean, it's all good. I'm just a little weird encounter. Those happen all the time.
Where the world is now, these encounters are probably less surprising than one might think.
Anyway, were you just at the town?
As a matter of fact, we were.
Ah,
May I inquire as to what the disturbance was?
Well, since no one else is speaking up, we had investigated the strange disappearance of children. We resolved the situation, but sadly, we're not able to rescue any of the children.
Ah, that is unfortunate.
Very.
Yes. Well, I guess I can't really gather anything now.
What were you going to gather from that?
Well, how do I phrase this?
Flower
How,
looks a little uncomfortable.
how familiar are I? How friendly are you towards New Babel?
Never heard of it.
Great.
oh, I've heard of it. I've been unable to find it. But with that said, I've looked a long, long time. So
Oh, okay.
if you're really from there, I'm very curious. As you probably would recognize some. Would he recognize some of the things that I wear?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't find these just by chance. Look on the tag on the back if that makes any sense to you. You'll see the date they were made. And who they were issued to.
I kind of look at him quizzically, like, what's he talking about? Does he actually hand me something?
Yep.
All right. So what does he hand me?
I don't hand you anything, but I do kind of turn around and reveal the tag that's on the back of my vest. That has.
So he's presenting his tag to you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh.
From about 500 years
Where
ago
did
or
you-
so.
How'd you come across this?
Oh, I didn't come across it. Damn it.
We lost somebody.
I,
Oh, Devil disconnected.
Oh, man. I pull out my wallet
For a while,
and
I was
I pull out my wallet and I'm like, I need to oil this thing again. Do people still carry around wallets?
You do.
Oh, I naturally. And I take out my state ID. No, bump that. I take out my DOD ID. Like, does this mean anything to you?
I kind of take a look at it. It's just like It's just like I look at him, I look at the card, I look at him, I look at the card.
Spit an
Is
image.
this? Yeah. Is
Kyle.
he the spitting it? Huh?
You could make a logic check now.
Alright.
All right. First, to answer your first question, yes, he is the spitting image. Second, as you start piling this or thinking this over in your scientific mind, thinking about experiments, shit like that, it dawns on you that Travis is probably a mutant.
How? Based on this, you would be around 500 years old.
Oh, no shit. Now you can
How
see
have
why I'm a
you-
little salty.
How have you not? How have you not died or come to cell
I could tell you, but I don't
What?
feel like you'd fully understand, nor do I have time for a very long story for details that I barely even remember. Maybe for
Oh,
another
no,
day.
no.
Ask me over a drink.
If it's
So,
if
are you
it's
gonna
not
tell
too
me where
much-
this place is?
Oh, most certainly, most certainly.
Good. But, let's chit-chat, or chit-chat on the way. We gotta go to fucking New Orleans.
Why? What are you heading over there for?
Stuff and things.
You said you're an Umbra Stalker, right?
Yes. For now.
Well, looks like you've just been recruited into a large hunting group.
Glorious.
If you
And,
can keep up.
Could I actually get your names?
I am Kyle.
I'm Talawa.
A lovely name. I see you're a merfolk? Hello?
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to determine whether I would have that hidden at this point or not. But since we're in the wilderness, I'm going to say that wasn't hidden, and he would be able to tell. I am. Is that going to be a problem?
Oh, no. Quite the contrary. I find your species fascinating.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, one detail to clarify why she was talking about hiding herself. Demi-humans are still very much discriminated against by the humans. They also hate mutants.
Yeah. But they
Well,
especially hate us.
No, I know this. It's just new
I
babies
know
will
you
just-
know it. I'm
Yeah.
clarifying it so that if anybody does watch this someday, they'll know.
Gotcha.
Oh, we got one guy.
Alright, continue.
That's cool.
Hi, viewer. Thank you.
Indeed. All right, so continuing.
Yeah, New Babel doesn't tend to discriminate against its valued citizens.
Do you have any of the ancient texts there? Does anybody study them?
We have more than you can imagine. New knowledge, not just lost.
I don't know. I found quite a bit in sunken New Orleans. I've studied everything I could find.
Do you know what a digital library is?
Oh, yeah, that instantly got me perked up. You have iPads? You have Androids?
Not quite like the old tech, but
Huh.
yeah, along those lines, yeah.
Oh man.
I'm amazed any of that kind of stuff survived.
If there was like if with little old ornery me instantly just kind of snapped out of it, like I'm suddenly more interested in the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed out a little bit later. I know.
I don't think I know that thing that you're talking about.
Okay, think of it like you have a. Think of it like a book, except the book is endless. I think that's the best way to explain it to you.
Yeah, it
Well,
really is something
whenever-
remarkable.
Whenever
Sounds
you
like
show
something- sorry.
whenever you show Travis to New Babel, I insist that you bring me along. I need to see whatever this is for myself.
Sure. I'll just need a little something in exchange at that point, if you don't mind.
That's how the whole party became test subjects.
Okay, I mean, if it's within my power and reasonable, I suppose that's, understandable.
Glorious! We can discuss the details later. Until then, I suppose I will accompany you on your errand. I was just checking the disturbance out here, and I had a few more samples to get before heading back to collect my pay.
Well, you gotta tell me, what happened to cell phones? Are they still a thing? Did they get the cell towers back up and going? I pull out my old i5, like, this piece of junk lost charge. So long ago. I don't even know why I kept it.
Oh, can I get a look at that?
Oh no, leave it alone. Mine.
I'm just, part of my side job is gathering not only tissue samples but as well as old and lost technology, and that's quite a valuable bit of info you have there.
I look back at the party and show, oh hell, Laura's character, Talala, that's it. And I'm like, this was, you could say, one of the a digital book.
Right,
It was more than that actually, and full-fledged. Basically, it was for the time damn near a computer. Oh, I miss my PC. Anyway.
You said you were like holding it out, right?
Yeah, I'm holding it out. I'm holding out an old iPhone in a really really worn out case. On the back,
Okay.
it has an otter, still sort of etched into it.
She snatches it from your hands really quickly and starts like, turning it over and, like poking, prodding, like just trying to look at it.
Yeah, he'll let her.
But I don't understand where how do you get all the knowledge, the writing, whatever's stored in there.
Now
Neat,
he takes it. He kind of reaches out for it and grabs it, points to the. Well, flips open. Well, no, that thing's probably gone. Buckin points to a little slit at the bottom and says, right there, that's a port where you plug in a cord And as long as that cord has power, that's the right voltage, it'll make it turn on.
Oh,
Maybe.
if you don't mind, I could give that a try if you'd like.
We don't have time for that now.
All right. Anyway,
Maybe he could work on it while we walk. And then you could show me how the digital library works.
Fat chance. Let me
In
think
all
on
your
it.
time, how many crazy things have you seen happen?
Lots. But there's one thing on here that, at this point, you can kind of see some sorrow grow over his face. These are the last pictures I have of my family. So, he looks over. Excuse me for being slightly greedy. I've almost forgotten. At that, he grumbles and continues onward.
Lava kind of like mumbles and grumbles and follows behind a little more slowly. But she looks kind of like even though she's complaining a little bit, she has a look on her face as if she's also a little bit like grieved and touched at that story and understands.
though you can't see it, my character is mildly upset he didn't get to play around with the old tech.
Well, I didn't say no.
That's true.
And my character just shrugs and follows Trav.
We're assuming Kevin's character's keeping up.
Yeah, there's a windstorm there. It knocked out his nutty, so.
Oh, okay. Well, that sucks.
Indeed.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and... May I make another perception?
You may.
Okay. Go ahead and... 25.
All right, Trav. So, first, since you rolled it, give me a highs or lows.
Hi.
So, where you are right now seems relatively safe. There's the long grass and the dead trees out in the swamp. And that slight glow just coming off it just right.
Okay. As I continue forward, I begin recalling some stories of my past of when I was in the old Baton Rouge, and some of my times in going to New Orleans, where the food was probably some of the most exquisite ever. The Cajun food, the Mardi Gras, good times. Some of which he's kind of catering to the party, but he's also kind of just reminiscing for his own sanity.
I'd be encouraging you to explain more of these things to
And he would. Like, well, let me tell you what, there's this little shop. What was it? I think it was Cajun Shack 1. Yeah, I think that's what it was called. And they made it the absolute best crawdads. You guys might know them as mutated radiation lobsters. But they were amazing. if I could choose one way to die, it'd probably be choking on some of them, because they were even tasty then.
It would be an interesting way to die, better than how most of us probably would.
Indeed.
Tell me about the music. Was there any good rock and roll?
Oh, God. Let me tell you. Now, the days of rock and roll, those were long before, and those are good 30, 40 years before before the incident. Before the nukes.
One thing my mother liked about human culture was their rock music.
Oh, so you heard some, huh?
I have.
No. I am drawing a blank at 1 a.m. in the morning. Jesus Christ. Oh, Led Zeppelin. There we go. I was like, fuck. Holy shit. Do I need to go to bed? I can't fucking remember who the fuck sang Stairway to Heaven. Holy shit. Took me a minute. Well, no. I'm gonna finish this game. We said we'd stop at 2, so I'll go to bed at 2 and wake up 3 hours later to go to work. The stream must go on.
Literally, I tried to get it so I could at least start an hour earlier.
I know, dude. You're good. I'm here. I took a nap, kinda. So I'll be alright. It's Friday. We're good. And we shouldn't have anything going on tomorrow, so. But anyway, he begins to tell you a little bit about Led Zeppelin and Poison and Jimi Hendrix, although that was some older stuff. It's still good. Then he'll go in and asking about the music of New Orleans, how the soul was real big. And then start telling you guys about the wonders of Mardi Gras and how there was booze and boobs everywhere. And yeah, I heard that over there.
You guys have the devil's own luck.
Well, whatever.
Shit happened.
No, apparently. Anyway.
Or mute temporarily while you open shit.
Yep.
Mute. Someone's paying attention to chat. Let me know when he starts bitching about how he can't be heard.
Okay. He's bitching about not being heard with a little face.
That little face, bitch. I literally told you to stop opening shit over your mic.
Anyway, so we continue forward.
We do.
Now, just how far have we been? How long have we been traveling in the swamp at this point?
So, this is the first section of swamp. And I'll say in total, we've probably been traveling about 3 hours now to get here and through this section.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and make a second perception check.
Go ahead.
I'll look around too.
Once again, I'm reminiscing.
Indeed. Too caught up in thought.
Indeed.
And Laura's listening.
Yeah, I'm just like so caught up after you showed me that cell phone. I have just been like head in the clouds all day.
I am super giddy about the amount of information possibly peel off this guy.
I'm at least trying. Laura,
I'm gonna get so many fucking credits.
Laura, give me a highs or lows for me. You're gonna roll it.
What are you calling?
I will call highs. Remember, you're in charge for anything he has to do. You set my difficulties and everything. Dun dun dun. So, as you're about to enter the next section of swamp, something happens.
Huzzah. I like it when things happen.
I'm back.
So,
What happened with Devil anyway?
Windstorm.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
It happens.
Also, shit's about to go down. Get prepped.
That's right.
Oh, I'm ready to go.
Yep. Get some combat going.
Indeed.
We lost our viewers.
So, Everald,
It's okay.
it happened.
It does.
Everald yells out, "Something's rising from the swamps."
Dad, I'll stop reminiscing and quickly hop into alert as I will draw out my my wonderful combat knife, because apparently I didn't add an axe yet. Huh.
Cool looking.
Like those? I made those, Cap.
Nice. I'd have my lift up my mace and shield and take a battle stance, ready to rock and roll.
I'll pull out my crossbow.
Do you like his sword, his iron sword? Probably rusty as fuck, too.
No.
Being in the swamp? Yeah, probably.
Oh, he said no.
No.
I said you know it.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so 4 skeletons rise up out of the swamp.
Let's see here.
Everyone
Initiatives?
draw sword and axe. Yep.
I guess not terrible. Of course, always scanning the area, making sure there's no snakes.
Almost every one of my rolls tonight has been a 5.
Oh, that was a nat 1. That sucks.
Yep.
I guess we'll show the players or the viewers our initiative order. Okay. I need to figure out a way to make it to where they can see dice rolls without showing them the whole chat. I'll figure it out.
Well, if they're watching Roll20, we can show. Not Roll20, they should be able to see it that way.
Oh,
Get
they
into
they
Roll20.
are. They can see the map. I'm just not showing the chat bar.
The thing I was thinking about doing, discuss it with you later, but is displaying the Discord to show who's speaking and changing our pictures to match our characters.
Oh yeah, I can do that. That's easy enough.
We'll save that for next time.
Yep. I got plans for next time.
All right then. So Kyle, it is your turn first. Kyle. Oh, I thought I
I
made.
didn't.
Okay.
There he goes.
So, anyway, so I would go run up to the side of the bank here, seeing that there are two targets conveniently lined up for me, and I pull out my pistol, which is actually a shotgun, but I send around, streaming to the both of them.
Do you have a multi-attack ability to do so?
It has a cone.
He's firing birdshot.
Hang on. Shit.
All right. So you're telling me you're firing a cone weapon with none of the multi-attack or multi-targeting feats.
It's an area, so it takes a negative. So it takes a. It's a 2 disadvantage.
Yeah, because you don't have any of the feats.
Right. Okay. Anyway.
As long as we're understood.
I know. You know how it works. So, disadvantage of 2. So, a loud round just fires off, and this, like, split of, like,
Wait a
quick
second.
little.
No one said you succeed.
Alright.
So Kyle, you go to take that shot that you were about to take. But instead, since you're on the edge right there, you slip some into the swamp, curving your shot into this tree over here. It does, though, knock this tree down into the skeleton, dealing 3 damage to the skeleton, and immobilizing it.
Okay. That's my trick.
It is. Capalicious.
Okay.
Never say that again, Finn.
I'm probably going to say it again.
That just empowers him.
I'm gonna move to here, and I'm gonna swing a mace on this fucker.
Very well.
Does a 19 hit it?
A 19 does indeed strike it.
Cool.
You deal 5 damage.
Alright.
And tell us what happens, Kathy.
I move over to the skeleton. I raise my mace. I bring it down, turn that thing's head into dust, and the rest of its body just crumples and falls back into the
Didn't kill it,
swamp
Cappy.
Crimson King.
Didn't
Oh.
kill it.
Well, when you said that, I thought I did.
This is open legend. Every time you succeed, you explain.
Ah. Yeah. Then I move over to it, lift my mace up, and I just bring it down onto it. Probably cracked a rib or two on it, but yeah, definitely knocked that thing a little bit. Lan is in here. Oh, okay.
I was always here, Cappy.
Lan, we're currently streaming, sir, so we're gonna need a moment. Feel free to listen in, though.
Why am I being cut from the stream? What's going on here?
Alright, Trav, it is your turn.
All right. Lan, here you go.
What
So
are we playing?
I'm pulling out my, or let's see, noticing we're fully flanked. I'm gonna jog off over here, 25 feet, pulling out my combat kniffy. And I'm going to attempt to bash it on the head while I and activate my activate blinded. No, not blinded. Let's see. Demoralized. I'm not sure that's how that works, actually. Hold on. Because demoralized would go against its resolve, right? Do I roll both of them or just one?
Well, what do you mean by both of them? You're going to roll against its resolve. Its resolve, it's what is a...
No. So, like I said, like I'm trying to make an attack, but I'm trying to activate that bane as I do it.
Oh, in order to do that, Trav, you have to exceed its guard by 10 or more.
Oh, okay. So ignore that roll then. Alright, so I run up to it with my dagger in hand. I go and try to bash it in the head with the pommel, but instead I just miss it. And I catch it with the blade scraping the side of its skull.
Very well. Alright. Skeleton comes forth out of the swamp towards Talawa and swings his great sword upon her.
Come a bit.
He goes to swing at her, but completely whiffs, hitting her. But in the process, knocks the ground under her, knocking her to the ground. as she's caught up in the slippiness and whatnot from him digging it up on.
She cries out as she falls.
This one will come over to where Trav is fallen with his knife and try to bring his hammer down on Trav's head.
Okay, I didn't think I fell.
I thought that's how you described it.
Oh no, I came in with the pommel, but I missed the pommel, but caught it with the backside of the blade, so I pretty much fell short.
All right. Well, as you make that swing and you're falling short, he moves up and tries to bring the hammer against the back of your head.
That's fine. Bring it, bitch. I'm in Kevlar. I'm also wearing my goddamn combat helmet. Because that happened somewhere in between. That's right. He can choke a chode.
Leaf.
He whiffs by your head, and due to the weight of his hammer, since he's a skeleton and not very strong, he goes falling forward, knocking into you, dealing 3 damage, but also making himself prone.
That's fine. Do I get an attack of opportunity for that?
I believe attack of opportunities do exist.
They do.
It's if he leaves his immediate vicinity.
When he gets up, you will.
That's right. When you get
Oh,
up,
yeah,
not when
too.
you go prone.
This one simply raises its axe up and swings it at Cappy, pissed off from when he... Skeletons are having a shitty night.
Right.
Alright. So the skeleton tries to bring its axe down on Cappy, but ends up losing its grip on it and flinging it out of its hands. As it's flying by you, though, Cappy, its handle catches you in the head, and you take 3 damage.
Alright.
Cappy, we're fighting undead. I better hear a fucking prayer from you. God damn it.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I got I'm trying to figure out how to use the cleric stuff on Open Legend. Not quite sure how to use the spells and stuff for that.
The skeleton struggles, but is unable to get the tree off of him. Everil will move to there and attack. No luck. This is how we all die. Alright.
It was a good stream.
Tries
It was nice meeting you all for 5 minutes.
to bring his blade down on the skeleton, but is not used to being in the swamp and gets his boots stuck, causing him to miss completely and utterly. And he is unable to move from this spot because he is stuck. Devil rolled an initiative.
Apparently so.
So Laura selected his instead of hers.
Ah, okay, that's what happened.
Yeah, because I had been moving him along with us, and I thought I had mine selected, but I still had his. I just want to shoot the nearest one with my hand.
Well, you know you're on the ground, right?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, wallowing in the mud.
Can I get up and then shoot my crossbow?
Yes, you can do those things. You can use your move action to get up. Alright, as you get up, you provoke an attack of opportunity from the skeleton.
Cool.
And he promptly misses you.
Yeah, too sneaky.
Who were you firing at?
That guy right there.
Alright. So, you go to fire at him as you're getting up, and he swings at you, missing you, but making you also miss your own shot.
Damn, shot too soon.
You alright, Trav?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Laura, don't confuse the priest with the skeletons. He's packing a bone too.
Oh god.
I feel like her face is just going to be a permanent scowl of uncomfortableness this whole game.
But alright. So as your shot goes astray, and his blade goes astray, you notice a slight opening and manage to knock him slightly off balance, giving the next person who attacks him an advantage.
I was glad to help.
Kyle.
Regaining my footing, I decide to run along the edge of the bank here, just so I can get into a better position. I'm gonna get about right here. Then I'm gonna shut off another shot because I don't want to switch off to my sniper, my DMR quite yet. Ugh. Agility, disadvantage of 2.
You hit.
All right. As soon as I get to the end of my the pair there, and I can see the two skeletons lined up, I pull out I ready the pistol, and I fire it off, and then there's just this loud, cacophonous boom, and there's like a bright flash of like hot lead, firing forward at the two skeletons, striking them across the body.
Alright. The one that is under the tree dies, so finish explaining.
The shell, the buckshot from the initial round just splinters the skull into pieces, sending the shrapnel out towards the other skeleton as it falls down limp.
Alright.
That's a hell of a shot from your angle. Love it.
Go ahead, Cappy.
Alright. Thinking this time instead of swinging again, get a little creative here. Think I'm going to use a little energy. A little fun with this. I've got 2 in it, so I should be able to do a little something, shouldn't I?
Hopefully. What are you trying to do with it, though? Have you looked up what Banes you can do with energy?
Well, it says create and control the elements, fire, cold, and electricity on the Open Legend. You can look that up.
Yeah, Cappy. I'm not talking the general description. I'm talking the actual Banes and boons you get access to.
What do you have it
No,
at, Cappy?
I have it at 2.
It's not enough to activate really anything. There's a couple things you can activate, but
I'll wait for now until I know it better. Then
You could knock someone down. You could do a basic level persistent damage.
You're standing in water. You can do shit with that.
I'm not standing in the water. He's in the water. I'm standing on the edge still. I'm not quite in the water yet.
Sweep the leg, Cappy.
You can make him immobile.
Yeah,
Sweep the
I was
leg.
thinking of activating one of the banes on my weapon to knock down one if I hit him good enough. So I'll go with that for now and do the work on getting the extraordinary later.
So, what are you doing, Cappy?
What the hell am I? So I don't know if 19's enough to be able to activate anything, though. I didn't know what to verse it against because I don't know.
All right, Cappy, you did kill it this time, so tell us what happened.
Alright, I guess I don't have to activate anything then. Alright, did I lift my mace up again? Actually, no. I don't even about to lift it up. I rear back, swing that thing as hard as I can, and launch its head off its shoulders into the swamps. And its body just teeters backwards and falls into the water.
Travis of Arcadia.
Okay. I'm Alright, as I hear the oh sweet sound of a shotgun behind me, I'm going to quickly twist around, bringing the pommel of my knife around towards the ribs and spine of the other skeleton, trying to crush it, or trying to shatter it.
All right, roll it.
Yep. That would be this guy here.
Grief.
Well, you.
The hell with this. I'm going to activate my luck.
You would like luck to activate in this situation?
I am activating luck in this situation.
All right then. So, as you are attempting to do this, you end up slipping into the swamp slightly, but because of your luck, it gives you an even better angle, giving you advantage. Go ahead and roll that attack again with advantage 1.
Sweet. $15. I rolled the same fucking thing. This is bullshit. 11 plus 4 plus 4. But yeah, I rolled a 15 this time, so.
Alright, so it still unfortunately is a miss. You scrape just along him, doing 3 damage.
It's fine. But I'm getting pissed at this point. Absolutely pissed.
Alright, skeleton is going to swing again at Laura. As hard as it can. And once again, a big whiff as it tries to swing at Laura.
She says, not today. Not today, Satan.
Sad.
So he goes to swing at Laura, and this time gets his sword embedded into the ground so that he can't pull it out and is disarmed. But as he's trying to disarm it, swamp or ground comes up and hits you in the eyes, Laura, dealing 3 damage. But you're able to quickly blink it out before it becomes a hazard to your sight. He will get up, provoking an attack of opportunity from Trav and Kyle.
Excellent.
I just kind of look at it while it's trying to get up, and I just fucking bust out the pistol again.
17.
There we go, Trav.
Hang on.
I think that's my highest roll today.
And it is a hit.
Is there any advantage to that or no? Hello?
Is there any advantage to that?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Nice roll, though, bro. Nice roll, though. So, Trav, you go ahead and get to explain first, because your combat night roll came first. And that was technically the killing blow. And then, Kyle, you could explain how you just blew away this fucking thing that was already dead.
Okay, so my knife comes. This time I came with a downward thrust strike, so basically from behind, up over my head, and down. Like basically, I'm pounding a fucking fist on a desk. In this case, his skull, but with the pommel of my knife leading the charge. I hit the top of his head, which shattering his head, and it continues down and hits the top of the spine, which shatters it. And it did it with such force that it also shattered the next 4 vertebrae down.
Okay. Well, I see this happening, and I see the thing laying there. I think it twitches, trying to get back up, so I just send another fucking round into the back of its head. It's like, what? Boom!
I chuckle a little bit as I just watch the corpse just disappear. Pieces of him go flying into the swamp.
Yeah, there's just a giant, like, sploosh.
Yep.
Alright, Everald will attempt to pull himself out of the mud. And succeed! He'll move to there, and that will be his turn.
Holy crap, I didn't even see him there.
It's the Black Cloak.
Damn it, there can only be one man in black, and he died many, 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 many years ago.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna give that shot another try.
And you hit. Dealing 4 damage.
I'm gonna say she shoots at like the shin bones, and hits like well enough and hard enough that she happens to like start like breaking and weakening the bone, making it harder for him to move around. Maybe.
Alright. Kyle, it is your turn.
Alright. Let's see this last one standing here. Okay. How far away is this? I can only go 30 feet, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but 5 feet starting from your starting from a square up.
I don't know. Oh, 5. Okay. Because I've just been using the measuring tool. Yeah, that's 30. Or no, this would be 30 because otherwise I have to go around you. All right. So I'm gonna just kind of get in between the crowd here. See the last one standing. Shoot out the other shin that wasn't damaged. So gonna make a roll, or at least try to shoot out the. Yeah, I should wait. Fuck. Poop. There's nothing left.
You are a bastard, Kyle.
It's just like I tried to just leave a sample and
How many of those dice exploded?
bone dust.
Let's see, the D20 exploded. One of his D6 exploded.
Damn, 29 to 18. That's some D20 rolls for you right there.
By the way, you are tracking your ammo, right?
Me?
Yeah.
You should be keeping track.
I've only fired off 3 rounds.
How many
Well, it's
rounds do you
5.
got?
I can make more.
Materials are sparse where you are.
Alright.
You're under the same effects Trav has. Why do you think Trav hasn't whipped out his gun yet? Because Trav has less than you, because you came from New Battle.
Alright.
Matter of fact, Trav should probably rob you while you're sleeping.
They wouldn't be designed for his weapons, so you wouldn't be able to use them.
Well, I guess he's taking a weapon too, then, huh?
Fucker.
It's true. It's not like Trav don't know how to use a shotgun. I mean, to be fair, look at my picture right there. That really is me with a shotgun. Shooting clays. Man, oh man.
Indeed. Either way, combat is finished. You guys have taken down the skeletons. Quite
Huzzah.
effectively.
Is this a good place to stop?
Yeah.
Okay. I really need to go to bed.
Alright. 1 experience point.
Huzzah.
We shall continue our grand adventure next Thursday.
Indeed. Hopefully a little earlier this time.
I guess my question is, if I'm supposed to be keeping track of munitions, how many would I have started off with?
We'll say for the shotgun, you have 30 rounds on you.
I started off with 30 rounds.
Okay. And what about the DMR?
That's the sniper rifle.
That should be like
Essentially.
5 rounds at most.
Sounds good.
I only carried 1 clip with me?
I mean, even in the brink of civilization when there was war, it's not like that ammo was easy to come by.
Yeah, but they mass produce munitions at where I'm from.
You're an Umbra hunter that doesn't have the license to acquire them. Ah ha 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 ha.
I guess I was heading back to New Babel anyways.
Eventually. But anyway, folks, for those of you still here, tune in next week.
Indeed.
And if you wish to hear the rest of the story, that's the place to do it. Every Thursday, 6 Central.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Story Speak Guild.
Indeed. With that, have a good night.